Hey there guys, it's Bittersweet Border here. Today I'm going to be bringing you one of GoPro's tips and tricks videos. Today I'm going to be giving a video about how, or some tips on how to use the tripod, or I mean not the tripod, but the suction cup mount. And I'm going to show you some examples of it and show you how to make some mounting setups. Okay, so first obviously what you'll need is the suction cup mount, your GoPro camera, a long thumb screw, a short thumb screw, or you could use a long thumb screw, but you need at least one long thumb screw, the long 90-degree twist, or you could use the short 90-degree twist one. Oops, there's that one. And so I'll just get right in it here. Adjust my camera real quick. Okay, so we got the GoPro, tripod, thumb screws, all that stuff. Okay, so what I like to do is I really don't like how it's angled this way. Because, I mean, the support's right here. I feel like it'd be more sturdy if the camera was pointing that way. No, like that. So, what I like to do is I put the long 90-degree twist or the short 90-degree twist. I use the long one if I'm trying to get a reach shot, and a short one if I'm not doing anything, because all of us know with a GoPro product, the longer stuff you get, the more likely it's going to bend and twist no matter how tight you put it. So for this example, I'm just going to use the short one. Stick that right in. Then use the short thumb screw, or any thumb screw that you have. Just make sure that you have one long one left over. Now you should always make sure right from the get-go that your mount, or this 90-degree twist, is always straight. So you want to try to get it as straight as possible, then tighten it up a little bit. Then put the camera on that way. Oops, I can get it. Now, I don't really like putting it on this way, because if you go down far enough, this thumb screw will be in your shot. So I normally put it like this, going that way. Then you want to put the long thumb screw just right in there. We all know how to set up a GoPro camera, so and if you guys haven't already done this, you always want to have a short little, I don't know how thick that is, I think it might be a number 2, but short little Phillips screwdriver. And I carry this wherever I go, just in my pocket or something, so I can always tighten up or loosen all the screws. Because I hate it when you're doing something active and then you can't see, and then you come back to find your camera like that. I just hate that. So when you have that all set up, you're pretty much ready to go. And if you haven't ever used a suction cup mount before, there's this bottom one that controls the long arm, and then if you're, say, mounting it like on the bumper, the windshield, you could put it like that. Then the top one that adjusts the angle of the camera, and you can put that one like that. Okay, I'm gonna now be showing you a clip of how I mount it on my truck. Okay guys, I'm back, and I'm in my truck right now, and now I'm gonna show you a couple of mounts that we are gonna use with the setup that we just built. So we got the exact same setup that we just built, and I'm going to show you how to mount it, a good mount for inside a truck cab, which has a window in the back, which all of them do pretty much. So whenever you're mounting it with the suction cup mount, I don't care how clean you think the surface is, you want to clean this and the area that you're going to put the camera on with some window cleaner, rubbing alcohol. Hex soap and water will probably work, but just get all the waxes, oils, dirt, whatever it is off of the area before you put it on. So I'm just going to do that right now. Do a little rough job. Make sure it's completely dry, which mine is not, but who cares. And so whenever it's possible, you should always mount the camera upside down if you're not like in an action sport or anything like that, because if it does move somehow, it's gonna want to recenter back going straight just because it's the center of gravity at the bottom. So gonna put it on the window. Right in the middle would be the best. Press in, then flip this latch down. Okay. Now, oops, I did put that on a little. Okay, so now we got it mounted to the window, and this is pointing outside. But what you're also gonna get if you put your camera on ultra or on wide, you're gonna get this whole area, the dashboard, and kind of like the driver's area, and it's gonna look really cool, especially if you have a clutch, because you're gonna see the driver be moving the stick shift back and forth and everything. But also what I'd recommend for this is, if you can, like, point it, get it a little bit higher, like I should have done it up here a little bit, so that this camera is pointed in between the mirror and the dash, so it's pointed right in between there. And then what I do is, using the Wi-Fi app to see where the camera's pointing, I angle my mirror so that the camera is seeing what I'm doing, like it's gonna be able to get my face and everything like that. So that's just one of the inside cab mounts. Also, what you could do is you could put a sticky mount like right here and have it angling down there, just using a regular sticky mount. But be sure to use caution, because if it does fall off, it's gonna interfere with the pedals and could likely cause you to have a crash. So always use caution when you're using that. But if you do use this one, you're gonna get the driver's feet moving, hitting the gas pedal and stuff, and that's just gonna be really cool, like as an intro or something like that. Also, what I did is, when I had it on this mount, I did a time lapse of myself cleaning the snow off the truck. And that's what I did for my intro, because, you know, sometimes when you put a song to a video, intro is really boring, and yeah, you don't know really what to put videos there, but that's always a good thing. Now I'm going to go and show you an outside mount. Okay, I'm back, guys, and now I'm going to be showing you the outside mount that I like to use. Now, this is the one that everybody kind of knows of, and it's just to mount it straight on the hood, whether it be back here somewhere so that it's not in the driver's view and is kind of distracting. So you just point that towards the front. That's pretty self-explanatory. What you also could do is angle it, is put it on this side, but then, let me see if I can get, there we go, so that it's pointing towards the driver, so that you can, if you put it close enough and you have the right lighting inside and stuff, you can see what the driver's doing, and you could also get a little bit of what's happening out the driver's side window. Okay, now I haven't talked about this at all really, but it's a really cool thing. Now, we all know that if you're using a suction cup mount, or any mount for that matter, you always want to use a tether. Always use a tether. I can't stress that enough. But when I got my suction cup mount off of eBay, it came in a bundle package, and they were out of one of the things that came with it, so we had a conversation, and he ended up just sending me 2 suction cup mounts. Now you might be wondering why I did this. Well, what I did is I put an old shoelace, then a short thumb screw, and I just tied it all in there, then locked it in with the thumb screw. So now what I have is a portable suction cuppable camera tether. Now this is cool and really good for if you're using it on a car, truck, or race car, whatever it might be, because honestly nobody wants to use a adhesive mount on their pride and joy. Okay, I don't care what anybody says and how it comes off clean, but I'm not putting one of those on my truck. So I always use this. Now, a mount that some people might not know about is just the front bumper mount. Right there. So you could mount it facing the road, and that's going to kind of give you like a floating camera type thing. But what I like to do is I mount the camera just like that, and down as far as the bumper will let me without having it start to curve. So we all know that kind of messes it up. And then I angle the camera downward, lock in all the stuff, and then angle the camera so that it's pointing to the underbelly of the truck. Now when you have it super wide, like right now, you're gonna see the wheels, the I don't know any truck terms or anything, but the rods and stuff that you use for the steering. And then whenever you hit a bump, you're gonna see the whole chassis move, and it's pretty cool. And I'll be showing you that video right about now. So I hope you liked that video. I just shot that this morning. But I'm going to show you how to use that, put that tether mount into play. So, got that tether mount. And then I hook it up to the camera first, just like that. And I put it as far over and up as I can, then lock that into place. Then even once I do that, I twist this forward so that it is completely taut. Now you want to do that because if say it's windy or you're going fast and whatnot, this tether is going to get in front of the lens. It's going to go back and forth, and that's very annoying if you haven't already seen it on any YouTube videos. But this is a pretty good mount. And then with the camera with the tether system, if your camera somehow falls off, being this low to the ground, it's gonna save the camera from hitting the ground, but only the suction cup will hit the ground. And I don't even know if it will because I'm on a hill right now, but you could angle this up more so that nothing's hitting the ground. But yeah, this is probably the best idea for a saver system for your camera, a backup, whatever you want to call it. I would highly recommend ordering 2 suction cup mounts and making a tether suction cup mount for your camera. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to be playing a video of like that intro that I did for the cab camera right about now. But I just want to say thank you very much for watching my videos. Please like this and subscribe to my channel for more YouTube videos. And thanks, guys. Have a very nice day. I'm sorry for the poor audio and the shaky footage. I'm using a GoPro camera, so that's why the audio is bad, and I just have shaky hands. So thank you very much. See you later, YouTube.